Hello, welcome to West Anime Sims. My name is Kelvin, and how are you doing? We are back with another speed build video. This time, building an industrial style salsa club. This is going to be interesting because I'm thinking of building a salsa club for a while because it's a little bit different from a typical nightclub, which is more Latin style influence. But I'm search in Google at images what salsa clubs look like. Apparently, they don't look anything very Latin American. I thought I want to put it under Around the World Beat Dudes series, but this is going to be separate from it because salsa clubs are more prominent in New York, in the US areas. So I'm going to go ahead and going to do industrial style instead. So it's going to be like a warehouse or factory converted type of building. As you can see here, the outer shell is kind of boxy looking, which is typical for a warehouse or formal factory build. And after I build the outer shell, I proceed with building a fire escape. I kind of feel like I want to do this fire escape style staircase that are jutting out high. So a fire escape would be a logical choice. So as you can see here, there's a lot of corrections need to be done to make the staircase work. And so yeah, I thought of making it the same, the exits the same side. Apparently that's not going to happen. So I'm going to do the doors on alternate sides as well. And yes, the apartment life is definitely going to be featured a lot in this build. And the industrial style is going to be a little bit more grunge and a bit more gritty, flash with a lot of neon lights to make this club a more vibrant place to be in. So this is not my first time I'm trying to do an industrial style build. I've done one apartments that are checkerboard style shape that is quite industrial look base because of the brownstone and a lot of really grungy look. And also the 2000s nightclub is kinda industrial style, even though it's a little bit more modern and updated look. So warehouse conversions from the roller disco from the 70s that looks quite warehouse looking but converted into a roller disco. Yeah, and also one of the houses I built, which is a bob shaped house. I can link the videos down below. And yeah, so this is not an unfamiliar territory for me, but for a salsa club, I'm definitely going to not use the DJ booth because the DJ booth is not going to play any salsa music. It's very weird, I know, in The Sims 2 by default, unless you use mods to change that. So I'm going to use the wall speakers instead of a DJ booth or a live band. So definitely we have a large space for Sims to dance and lounging area, and a bar definitely is going to be in. And also I'm thinking of building a food stall area for Sims to eat. So here I am building up the floor plan. The bathrooms will be at the corner. So the third floor will be basically empty. I'm going to put something a little bit of a surprise later on. You will see in the speed build after that. And yes, I'm going to put in an elevator. I think this big build requires one in order for Sims to get access upstairs easily. I thought of just using just one stairs, but in a big place like this, definitely more access moving up and down floors are way better. So the second floor will be largely empty, so I slot in photo booths and the diner style food stall, and the floor tiles are largely the corrugated steel flooring with the exception of the dance floor will be smooth wooden plank. So by the way, I'm going to update with you guys the latest news from West Anime Sims. The current subscriber total as the time of recording is 467. Thank you so much for continuing supporting this channel. It means a lot to me. We are on the road to reaching 500 subscribers by the end of the year. I do really hope we can reach that target before this December ends. So yeah, if you are watching and you like my content and retro Sims content, focusing on Sims 1, 2 and 3 videos, please give me a subscribe and keep watching all the content I offered so far. There are a lot of nice stuff for you to discover in my channel. So next month is going to be Christmas, so obviously I'm going to plan to have more content that are in line with Christmas and holiday theme. I've already posted up a plan in my social media and also the community tab later on. I will have 2 speed builds, a holiday theme, 1 retro review from The Sims 2, and 1 gameplay video. It's going to be fun, and I'm going to wrap up the year with the Sims 4 tier list. I've done one in January, and over this year alone, we have more stuff pack and tips to review. So I'm going to update my tier list in my end of the year video. Stay tuned and check it out. Now coming back to this speed build, in order to make it more full-on industrial style build, I'm going to have a lot more brick, a lot more pipe and some vents going on. So it's going to be very raw and very few windows, only the front and the back of the building will have windows, and definitely use way more steel railing and staircases. As you can see here from the outside, I've done the brick wallpaper, wall texture, and also put in coining at the corners to make it more detailed and nice. I used the double story window to make a really grand effect for the front. I never actually used multi-story window or even doors in very rare exceptional cases except the castle. So yeah, this one is the best time to do it, and also I'm using a fence tool to make a series of trellis or beams of support. You can see how it's done in my tutorial video as well. I really posted this tip of ideas how to use this fence tool to make your builds a little bit more interesting. Honestly, these beams are going to be really fun looking, very cool looking from the bottom floor looking up. So I'm thinking there's definitely, other than the dance floor and bar and all, I need something else to fill in the large space. I want to make it more packed. So one of the corners there, I'm going to put a little arcade area and some split level platforms to cut up this large space. As for the bathrooms, I made an odd choice to keep the bathrooms brick wall texture instead of changing it to a usual tile. I don't know, because this looks a little bit more grungy, a little bit more unsophisticated for this industrial style build. I definitely give a little bit more of a modern sink and a shared washing area. Now as for lighting, definitely using all these colored lights from Nightlife, definitely suit vibe. And I noticed I use a lot of items that are light emitted by themselves, especially the vending machines. I also put in little cell phone kiosks. In later you will see I will use a lot of neon lights, especially the flamingo. I love the flamingos that emit different kinds of light, change the color. Now, as 2022 is drawing to a close, What's next for West Anime Sims? Well, in 2023, in the beginning rounds, few months, definitely I want to plan to keep continuing the series I've been doing, the Round the World Speed Build series, the custom content review. I almost wrapped up most of Sims 4 videos. Just left expansion pack. That will be a little bit more slower this time because expansion packs have way more items and they are a little bit more expensive. So I'm going to do one expansion pack per video, and more items keep updating in the Tumblr blog. So I'll definitely keep a lookout to give you a more comprehensive review for the later videos. The ones in the earlier ones, I'll just leave it at that. Because if there's only like 1 or 2 items updated, one expansion pack, I'm not going to review that one particular item unless it's really special. Also, I think I do need to plan to slow things down a little bit because 3 videos per week is quite taxing for me because work and real life start setting in, and yeah, and the videos produced is no longer a simple gameplay videos as I used to. So yeah, definitely has more work goes into each video. So ideally, if I can, I'll keep it in 2 videos per week. One is the build mode type speed videos and building rating reviews, and then the custom content review will keep it on Friday. So if I have more time, I'll definitely put in more videos on the weekend. So hopefully YouTube algorithm don't punish me for doing this because I have an impression that we have to keep making videos in order to not lose relevance in the algorithm. It's kinda crazy if you do that. So, and it's not really healthy because video quality will surely drop and you're not putting your best effort per video, and you get frustrated because views aren't getting very well and so on. So yeah, for the sake of my sanity, definitely I'm going to keep it more manageable and keep the quality up. On the roof, definitely using flat roofs with half walls, but I felt that in this time I feel that I need some decorations on the roof, and I struggle to think of anything. But I remember The Sims 2 Nightlife, some of the lots actually put up fake billboards using just a wall tool and some pictures. I'm going to emulate that, and I even remember one of the expansion pack, I guess it's free time, has a view mural. So I'm going to use that as a fake advertisement board. At the side of the fire escape, there's a long alleyway. So definitely I want to use that into my advantage to build a row of trees and benches for Sims to chill and relax. And after all that, I'm just left with decorating. So it's a little bit tricky to decorate an industrial build. You want to have it a little bit more modern. Somehow I struggle to keep it decorate this build, but I managed to add hedges in front to make it a little bit more green so it won't look drab, as well as put in a little bit more modern art into the walls so that the walls aren't look very bare. Also on the pavements, I put some dirt tiles into it because I want to just make it not too clean. I have an issue for keeping things a little too clean because it doesn't look very natural to me. So there you go, some dirt here and there randomly placed in the outside on the street, and also I section off the floors and added even one more split level foundation at the lounge area and added one more stairs because I don't know, it feels very empty and I want to have a feeling of this feels like a maze because you can go up and down in different parts and the walkways are a little bit narrow, and this to give a little bit more depth into this ground floor area because I don't know, if it looks too wide and open spaces, it feels really bare and empty. It doesn't look right to me. So yes, one more stairway up. It's definitely a nice change to the layout. It gives a little bit more dynamic look to this build. And also I fenced off the bar area. Initially I wanted the bar also elevated, but then again I feel I just want to see all together, give the bar on the same level as the ground floor. And as I'm taking my screenshots for this build, I noticed the ceiling doesn't look right if it's white, so I used the floor tile of the corrugated steel to paint all the ceilings except the third floor, which I just leave it empty, and also the staircase area I also painted that at the same as the floor tiles. And also I moved the whole lot to a downtown area lot with concrete floors, concrete ground as odd because to keep it at the grassy area is a bit weird. So you will see the screenshots look a little bit different in the surroundings, but definitely look much more suitable in that world, which is more industrialized, more urbanized look. And also I put in more columns to give a cut off the openness in this build. Definitely feels much more things to see, and there's good architectural style feature to it, even though I don't need the colors to support the upper floors, but it does look nice for one section of the club. All in all, I think I'm very satisfied with this build. Obviously off camera I'm going to do some editing before uploading it to you guys for you to download. And let me know in the comments what kind of builds you want me to try build in The Sims 2, especially the around the world in The Sims 2. If you have know or live in a country that I haven't featured yet, do let me know and give me some references if you can. So maybe I'll take it up as a challenge to try build it in The Sims 2, who knows? I'm really excited to take up different challenges in building different styles of architecture from around the world. Definitely a really exciting journey to know and research about different houses and different styles that I can't imagine even in The Sims, if it's possible in The Sims 2. Also, I'm kickstarting the Pleasant View review in The Sims 2 next month, and I'm pretty excited because Pleasant View is the most popular neighborhood in The Sims 2 as the community tab vote. Let me know what you think in the polls, because I'm going to try put up a question a week every week if possible, or every 2 weeks. So do participate, let me know your comments. I enjoy feedback, and I will try to make videos that are suitable to your taste. So yeah. Also in the community tab, I also share some videos that are previously uploaded last time, so that if you haven't watched any of the older videos, definitely worth a watch. Even though it's not as polished, but the content is, I think, is still pretty good. So let me know in the comments what do you think of my videos as well. so that I can try to improve my build over time. In my checklist, I already have like 14 builds I want to try to build, and it's going to definitely last me until May or June next year. So yeah, for every 2 weeks I'll have one build. I will it that way because if I do it every week or every other day, it's going to be very hectic and definitely not that the results aren't as good. Trust me, I tried in the early days, tried to build one house per week. It's really taxing me, and the items I start to use are starting to get repetitive. So yeah, to keep things fresh, I'll space it out into 2 weeks once. I do wonder how people can build for every week, because I certainly can't do it. But some people had actually spaced out for 2 weeks or even 3 weeks. Their builds are so good and so detailed. Okay, after a little bit more editing, I would say I will end this speed build. What do you think? Please leave me a comment, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to West Anime Sims for more updates on retro Sims content. The screenshots you will see in my Tumblr and my Instagram page. Do give me a follow of these two channels as well. I really like to expand more in different social medias. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye!